Work is on my mind. If I'm not first, then I'm behind. And all we gonna learn will all be dirt. It's almost time.
Hey! It's supposed to be freezing rain, but they don't even specify. Like, am I dumb for asking this? But how come the weatherman doesn't have to say whether or not it's freezing as it's raining? Or does he mean the rain freezes after it hits the ground? It's important details. Freeze, what's that mean? Freeze and rain. And there's just a little bit of snow. It's not dangerous. I'm fine, but I'm still quitting YouTube. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Just be the punching bag of YouTube? I think not. Not everybody making fun of me. Even just in time. I'll explain. Unbelievable. My whole life's falling apart. I can't even film. I can't even film right. It's vertical. Damn van tires are falling apart. How's that even happen? Our car's wheels are falling apart. Yeah, man, I'm just tired of being YouTube's punching bag. Tired of being the punching bag of YouTube. Tired of everybody. And you know what? I don't care who sees this. I don't care who sees this. I gotta get going. It's 6:30 on a Tuesday morning, folks. We're quitting. Gotcha Man's quitting YouTube. Getting picked on too much. Forgot my second phone again. I got two phones. One for everything and the other pretty much for YouTube. That's pretty much all I use it for. Yeah, so a lot of people has been coming at me and pointing out these things. Pointing out these inconsistencies in my testimonials. And it's driven me to the point, it's driven me to the brink of the edge. Somebody said, hey, didn't you notice that outfit Justin Tom was wearing in the roast of Ryan Upchurch he was just making fun of you, Gotcha Man? When have you ever seen Ryan wear something like that? He's just making fun of the Gotcha Man. And sure enough, I think I even had 3 pins in my pocket. Nah, I wish somebody pointed that out. You know how much more fun this would be if you guys pointed out stuff like that? Instead, you guys wanted to split hairs. You say the dumbest shit, really. People are in my comment, literally commenting saying, I need proof that Ryan spoke on Nazism. You need what now? Anyway, that's the reason I quit. I can't do it, man. These people, they want to split hairs on the weirdest stuff. Out of everything that I've said in my last video that I uploaded, people are like, you do know, Gotcha Man, that people can ride the bus and still have a little bit of a walk. You do know that, right, Gotcha Man? Huh? This guy. You think the bus just drops you off right in front of your house? That was the part that you were hung up on? I tell you what, the overwhelming comment though on Adam's song where he says Ryan's just a bitch with a phone and a ring light. They were like, hey, Adam Calhoun, I've seen you with the ring light. Did you? I think it's the bitch part. I'm not an expert, but I think it's the part where he called him a bitch with a ring light. I think, Jesus Christ. The main reason, besides the fact that my whole life's falling apart, like I said, there's no reason why the tires on my van should be in that bad a shape. I feel like people are just sabotaging my life. But the main reason that I can't do this anymore is the amount of hate and the amount, I mean, this guy's saying I did all kinds of things, and I can't have somebody on here lying on my name like that.
Why is this guy putting foreskin in the fucking chat? You're weird, bro.
Saying that I came to a car lot and got ran off.
The motherfucker went to a car lot where we got our car at, and bothered the people in there so bad that they run him out of there, bro. They run him out of the car lot.
What? Receipts or it didn't happen, Bubba. Receipts or it didn't happen. I don't know why you gotta lie on me like that. And won't you tell people that you hired me to come down there and shoot a documentary? Huh? You said, look, I'm gonna give you, well, it was an EBT card, but, and then what happened? Merle changed the password. Let's, yeah, if we're gonna say it, let's say it. Come down there, you said, hey, shoot me a music video. I know I said documentary a second ago, but it was a music video. He wanted me to come down and shoot a music video. I shot the music video, and dude, it was just, you weren't snorting anything, you were smelling it. Just like somebody said that, right? He just likes the smell of them. I know, I just heard that somewhere in a song. Anyway, so, yeah, man, like, look, I know I'm all over the place, but I just can't do this anymore. I got people attacking me. I just been getting so much grief, man. Like I said, my whole life's falling apart because of it, and the pressure's crushing, so I guess you guys win. I don't know what else to say. I don't even own a ring light, so if I was a bitch, I'd just be a bitch, I guess, without a ring light. You guys do really, never mind. Well, why are you picking on me, Dak Burn? I seen you tried to lean into it, too. I seen you tried to lean into the old get stuck in my car thing. He was like, oh, I'm gonna turn off the traction control. I'm gonna put it down into his and hers. Look, that does work. Don't get me wrong. And I don't want you to fail at it in the future, so that's why I'm going to explain it to you. Leaning into the jokes and leaning into somebody clowning you and roasting you is quite obviously the best way to handle it. But you got to do it within a certain time frame. It can't be a month later that you lean into it and you pretend you're okay about it. Like, and quit saying that you were acting.
What up, Adam Calhoun?
Hey guys, I can be a real good actor.
Son, you won't let nobody talk, bro. You ain't no red blood American. You won't let me stand up here and talk, bro. You just want to keep on cutting me down.
Come on. No, you can't, dude. No, you can't. Everything's acting with this dude. So, it's just a skit, right? Nobody came to this guy's town to stalk him. Because he was a dude, come down here and put up flyers in the middle of town in front of schools and everything of my picture in front of fucking high schools and grade schools, bro. And you know, hey, I'm pretty sure your county officials, your local lawman told you to not speak on that no more, didn't he? This guy, dude. He said, I got more of a case than it could mail. It doesn't even matter. That's why I'm quitting. That's why I can't do this anymore. Crazy, bro. He says, feed my child by eating beets. Anyway, I quit YouTube, man. I quit. I'll see you guys tomorrow night on Rundown.
It's between the clouds of peaking this reaching out, I'm peaceful.
Yeah, what up, folks? It was 6:30 earlier in the morning, and now it's 6 in the evening. So, what do you say we do an old-fashioned reaction to what I feel like is going to be full of knowledge? I feel like this video, I feel like he's going to clear it all up.
What up, Skins?
I watched a little bit of the beginning of it. I feel like he has a lot to say in this. It's gonna tie all this in. Everything that it's probably gonna make me eat a lot of my own words, if I'm being honest. He just seems more calm, collected, and that's usually what he does. You know, he makes you think that it's one thing or it's another. Make a fool of yourself, basically. Basically, it's chess. There's layers to this. There's layers to this. Flaky layers, biscuit. I'm still recording, ain't I? Let's get into it. This is February 12th, 2025. That's how you know, right? That's how you know he means business. Yeah, I'm not even tied on this joint. This joint. Do they say joint or joint? Joint. I'm stalling at this point. I'm just scared of what he's gonna say, really.
If you are still out here chasing a dollar, dreaming about getting rich and famous, you're behind. You need to shut the f up and listen to somebody who don't do the things you do. Many times have I had these artists come to me, what should I do, bro? Motherfuckers, are y'all deaf? I tell you what to do. You don't listen. When you don't listen and you go make the bad decisions I told you don't make, they come bitch and complain to me. And when I don't acknowledge their bitching and complaining, they get mad because I'm not acknowledging their bitching and complaining. What do you want me to do? You want me to repeat myself again for you not to listen to me? No thanks. I'm good.
So far, he's just talking about something. This is the equivalent to, you know, those Facebook statuses people used to do where they'd go, just not today. It's just really tough right now. Everybody's down there in the comments going, what's the matter? What's wrong? Are you okay? Why won't you answer? I've called you 3 times since I seen this status. This is the video version of it. When you come on there and go, these people, I tried to give advice to them. They fucking listen. They didn't want to listen to me. And then now, what do they think? I'm going to say it again for them to not listen again? No. My time is valuable. Even though you've spent the last, 8 months on Adam Calhoun? Man, you've come at this from every angle. But listen, I digress. Who knows? Like I said, I'm probably still making a fool of myself right now. So let's move on.
But if you're going to repeat the pattern and be a crybaby and then run off and go bitch and complain about me with other bitch and complaining assholes, you're not getting any of my time. What, you think you're getting some of my time now? No, you're not.
Put a name on it, right? That is what I meant to say in that first part. Put a name on it. You say all this, this guy just bitches and complains and just makes all these mistakes and then is mad at me because they didn't take my advice. So put a name on it, bro.
This video is being made for people who want to listen. And it's also me venting about some real ass shit that's really happening in the music industry. And this is a real reaction to what's happening in real time. And that's partially why I think they're mad.
I knew we were about to get into the meat and potatoes right here. This is real venting right here. Venting real ass shit that's going on in real time in the music industry. And I ended it, he said, and that's partially why I think they're mad. Again, not sure who's mad because he didn't put a name on it. Got a bad habit of doing that. I really don't even know anybody that would be mad. I mean, there was that big Poe fella the other night that everybody claimed was drunk, which I thought that's kind of a chick thing to do, right? Any of you guys ever had a female out there that done that to you, who she knows she's wrong in the argument, but she saw that half a Corona that you drank? I'll talk to you when you're sober. Bitch. I don't even want to speak on that too much, but I will say this. He came up there and poured his heart out and said how he felt. You know, I don't even know this Big Poe guy, but he came up on that Hickerbilly podcast and, you know, hey, it's good for ratings, I'll say that. But he said what he wanted to say about him and about how he chooses to spread his money around and whether or not he wants to use it to get a little bit of love and respect from certain people. That's all he said. He kept it 100. But what I didn't like was there was this guy, I think his name was Mickey Mantle, came up like the next night after that. And Ryan, I know you were trying to defend Ryan and trying to do that by going after Big Poe for the things he was saying, but this dude had the nerve to He said that Big Poe needs to understand that there's children that watch this.
Literally, like, come on, man. There's kids out there that support him. I know there are.
Exactly.
Hey, Mickey. That dude that you're trying to support right now, is getting sued for saying a child that died horrifically wasn't even real. And at one point that her parents did it for GoFundMe money. Right? God dang, I knew I was gonna get sucked into it. I didn't even want to speak on this anymore. But dude, people, I don't know if am I seeing this differently? But people keep on and on and on and on about this Katie thing and how egregious it is. How egregious it is. And that I've heard people say that Adam Calhoun they should boycott his music and everything for even taking a picture with this chick. Must I remind you that Ryan's own mother apologized to this girl?
I'm so sorry, Katie, even though what you did was shady and not nice. You weren't there for the right reasons. But I still don't think you deserve to get what you got online and are still getting today.
Saying sorry to Katie Noel.
Basically altered the trajectory of her career forever. Creek Squad ruined this girl's career. I mean, this girl still to this day drops a video, a high production song that she looks like she spent good time and definitely money on, and gets less views than me sitting out in my garage talking to a stuffed animal. And that's still the effects of Creek Squad. And then this dude had the nerves. He said,
For a few comments of people saying, hey, you suck.
You apologizing to Katie for, Mom, because she got a few hate comments. Anyway, I didn't even get into the video yet. Get into the video. Let's have a little bit of fun. Matter of fact, I want you guys to watch it with me. I'm gonna put it up here, right here.
Music industry, and this is a real reaction to what's happening in real time, and that's partially why I think they're mad. Because if you notice the pattern of everything that's been going on. The characters that are popping up, talking shit, being little crybaby ass motherfuckers. Even though it's real shittily organized, it's still organized to some degree.
Oh my God. I can already tell this organized shitty characters that he's going to talk about I already know, man. I already know. It's going to be, that's how Adam Calhoun thing come about. It was organized, just like the diss tracks are 4 years old, right? But let me not stop it again, sorry.
Notice they're trying to drag it out as long as possible. See, they thought that a certain amount of these artists coming out and saying the same thing about me was going to work. Nothing they've done has fucking worked. At all. My numbers have gone up. I know some people are like, well, what about YouTube numbers? And YouTube numbers don't matter. I'm a musician. I don't make any money from YouTube. I get on here and I like making YouTube videos.
Well, that's a lie. You definitely make money off of YouTube. I've personally gotten struck by CDM Shift a few times for using a few of your clips and may get struck on this one as well, or have to share monetization with you. Hell, I had to share monetization with him whenever I was messing around pretending like I was going to react to one of his diss tracks. And to say it didn't work, he's implying that what their goal was to shut him down and put him out of business as Ryan Upchurch, the musician, and make sure that nobody listens to him anymore. And the reason he thinks that is the same reason, like I was just saying, that happened to Katie Noel, is because that's what he's been doing for 10 years. Is every time that he has a disagreement with somebody, or every time that he's not happy with the way somebody looked at him, or you know, he got in his own head and in his own way and thought somebody was starting beef with him, it was, I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to make it to where nobody listens to you anymore. So that's what he thinks other people are trying to do to him, when in fact, it ain't that, Bubby. They're trying to do, I've talked to a lot of these people, and they're trying to do the same thing I'm trying to do. They're trying to get you to realize that you're f***ing up. They're trying to get you to realize that the way you're acting ain't cool, bruh, and you could bring it back around. And a lot of them had said that at the beginning, was like, if I can get him to figure out how he's acting, get him to turn that around, you know, in due time, we can work this out. But this dude, and he can't get out of his own way, bruh. He's convinced. Well, let's just get into it.
YouTube numbers are the easiest numbers to manipulate. I can manipulate your numbers. I can make them bigger, smaller, whatever. Don't matter. It's all about how much money you pay for targeting, ads, and bots, and then that's it. Big book doesn't change the Spotify numbers. It doesn't change anything else, so it doesn't even matter. These artists that care about their YouTube numbers specifically and talk about YouTube numbers and shit on motherfuckers for their YouTube numbers, those are the ones paying for people's YouTube numbers to be lower. Do you know why these people care about YouTube numbers? Because they have a fucking image to uphold, and the only way they...
Yeah, and they're smart. It's called good promotion. YouTube is a great tool to use, especially if you're an artist and trying to get your music out there. YouTube's fantastic for that, because instead of just dropping it on Spotify, you give kind of a sneak preview behind the scenes. You can have lyric breakdown videos. I don't know why I'm explaining this to a musician.
Can uphold their image is by paying for fake eyeballs. So you think a lot of people are looking at them. So essentially in their head, they become this presence on the internet that strokes their own ego. And why do these motherfuckers do this? Because, well, one or two reasons. One, they don't know who they are. Or two, they don't like who they are. So they either guess and just play a character, or they just make another version of themselves to cover up the real version of themselves, which is why motherfuckers say, oh, your true colors are showing. Because once the costume comes off, everyone sees who you actually are. Here's the fucking problem why these motherfuckers don't like me. I've been the same person, having the same colors the entire time. They also don't like me because they can't stop me. There's nothing they can do that's going to get in my fucking way. That inspires people. You guys get to see it in real time. I set goals, I achieve them, we grow, and we move along and go on to the next thing. When one of these motherfuckers does go out of their way to make a fucking obstacle in the road for us, we fucking deal with it head on here, and everyone sees everything step for step.
I mean, it's obvious at this point, everybody knows what projection is. And a lot of you guys have probably learned it from this whole Ryan Upchurch saga, just by seeing him just project. Like I said a minute ago, he's the only one that was trying to ruin other people and stop other people. And the only one who's afraid of the true colors coming out, right? Case in point, all the NDAs that everybody has to sign. You would have to sign an NDA. You know, that's usually reserved for like Willy Wonka's or I'm sorry, SpongeBob's Krabby Patty recipe. You know, NDAs aren't usually for just hanging out at a hillbilly's farm, right? I mean, there's got to be some shit going on there. So a guy who makes everybody that walk through the door sign an NDA, and he's talking about people trying to hide their true colors, man, that's interesting. But it's also projection. Projection, Your Honor. Here's the problem. The last few times, I've not even been able to make it through a whole reaction to one of his videos, so I gotta shut up.
That has gotten me respect and loyalty along the way, and that's another thing they don't like. The mutual respect we have for each other and the loyalness to keeping your word with each other, me and the viewer. This transfers into real life, okay? I have kept my word the whole time, and you cannot take that credibility away from me because you're not able to. I have to go against what I'm fucking saying for that to happen. That's why you motherfuckers wanted me to go against my word, and y'all drove to my house a bunch being like, come on, dude, go against your fucking word. Yeah, no. The industry and its stupid ass minions will do two things. First off, though, they want to be your buddy. They want to be your buddy so bad, because if they can't get nothing, they can still be associated with you, and they get shine off of that. Okay, so they get you to hang out with a bunch of motherfuckers and you all share the shine a little bit. And that is them benefiting from it. And they still let you go on about your way, right? Okay, well, let's say you don't say you're friends with them. So let's say you don't hang out with them. Oh, like me? Yeah, I don't hang out with these motherfuckers. And I've said before, I'm not their fucking friends. That takes that part away. So what's the next thing?
Wow. Seeing a paintbrush in his hand, and I think the picture he's painting right now is that all these people that he had fallen outs with, all these people who he couldn't manage a friendship with, that he, in one way or another, tanked the friendship by acting crazy, by taking things the wrong way and having this constant paranoia that everybody's out to get him, that everybody wants him to do something that he doesn't want to do. I mean, he talks about keeping his word like that's what he's done so many times. And, you know, you stood in a shower butt naked, calling out everybody in the rap game to battle with you. and you wouldn't even keep up with the first guy. You wouldn't even keep up with Adam Calhoun, never responded to anybody else. You also said, hey, I'm going to have everybody sign this Lamborghini. This is going to be the people's Lamborghini. All these signatures mean so much to me. I'll never get rid of it. You know, we could do this. We could keep doing that. But he chooses one topic, which what he's trying to speak on is not going mainstream. And he's saying that, forget about everything else that he didn't keep his word on. Focus on the topic. Gotcha, man. Focus on the topic and the people. I mean, gee whiz, right? But I think where he's getting ready to lead us, and I haven't seen it this far yet, I think he's getting ready to say that all these friendships that he had a falling out with were all industry paid people that were sent, like the Truman Show, to go be friends with Ryan Upchurch.
The next thing the industry and its stupid ass minions do is they'll assume they can write you a check, or they can promise you you can make more money doing this, or they'll promise you a position where you can make more money. Well, if you're like me and you're not interested in money that way, and you tell these motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck how much I'm worth, like I've done a bunch of times, well, then that eliminates that, right? So what's the last thing they can do? Be your enemy. It's no secret that they've tried to organize enemies against me with some bullshit like Diesel Gang and fucking Nicole Arbor, a few other of these goofy fucks.
I knew that's where he was heading, but I didn't think he would be stupid enough to, wow. Boy, that's a stretch. So let me get this straight, Ryan. So when you told the industry no, that you didn't want to sign with him, nah, I don't want to sign your deal. You know, the one offer that we all know about. I mean, he talks like he's been offered a deal once a week for the last 17 years. But so right after that, they got a hold of Katie Noel and they said, hey, Diesel Gang, who also isn't signed, right? Or definitely wasn't signed at the time. They found this unsigned artist and said, hey, will you go get in a relationship with Ryan Upchurch, make a song with him, really sell it now, really make it real, and then one night lay in his bed, try to get him to come on to you, say no a few times, and then leave his house, kind of get in a boyfriend-girlfriend argument with him, and see if we can't get him to sign the record deal then. Am I putting this? Oh, and Nicole Arbor. Yeah, if that don't work, call Nicole Arbor. You guys jump on a three-way, okay? Industry, Nicole Arbor, Katie Noel, keep up. All you guys get on a three-way call and try to figure out how you can get this guy to sign a deal. I mean, earn your keep. Gee whiz.
So then they're like, fuck. One person going against him is not going to work. Let's do 2 or 3. Then there's 2 or 3 at the same time. Still not working, because that's not enough to discredit the fucking truth. And it's easy for me to keep up with. Then what do? Well, here we are. 50 motherfuckers all coming at me at the same time with the same story, just trying to fucking annihilate anything that's got Upchurch written on it. Still not working. And the last thing these motherfuckers will do, their last resort, is bank on your sentiment. And they try to pull your heartstrings. In my situation, well, look at Adam. I thought we was fucking friends, you and my homeboy. Well, you see what happened there. Oh, Adam was a little bit late. Actually, he was a lot a bit late. At that time, I already said, yo, I'm distancing myself from these people. They're acting weird.
I thought Adam was a lot a bit early. Man, how can anybody take this dude serious anymore? I don't know if you guys remember or not, but like, 6 months ago, he also came out and said that Johnny Gobble and Redneck Nation were working together. And in that video, he started it by saying, I figured it all out. Everything makes perfect sense to me. Johnny Gobble, that little hand thing, that's the gayest, ain't it? That and the zooming in and out. Johnny Gobble, Redneck Nation, and my mother. But yeah, so Adam Calhoun was making diss tracks 4 years ago, and he just released them just recently. Check the weather. But now he's late. he's part of this conspiracy. They're all saying the same thing. And what he means when he says they all say the same thing is everybody's saying that he acts like a paranoid drug addict, that he is abusing Adderall, which he said himself, that he's taking it outside of the guidelines of the prescription and how the prescription says to take it, right? I just do it in the studio for entertainment purposes only. That's the shit that people are saying. In their songs, they also said that referenced the Fed or recording conversations, which he did. They're all saying the same thing because it's the same thing. They're all saying the same thing because that's the talking points. That's how it works. When you do 4 or 5 things that make you look out of your mind, people speak on those 4 or 5 same things. It's not that hard to figure out. Anyway.
They want to be my friend too much. I've already told these people we are acquaintances, not friends. We're acquaintances in music business. Don't give me the, oh, whatever, bro, come on. No. Okay, go find me 5 pictures of me and Adam Calhoun doing anything besides music or studio related stuff. You're not going to find them. They don't exist. I mean, come on, bro. There's only like 6 pictures of me and this guy together wearing different outfits. So the heartstring thing.
I know he's been saying Adam and Meezus are a lot alike and they're like the same person, but now he's literally trying to morph them into the same person. He's literally trying to do the whole Meezus situation. Shout out Simple Man for that. He's literally trying to do the whole Meezus situation with Adam now. I'm starting to believe, I've seen a lot of comments of people saying, man, I think this dude wakes up every day and can't remember yesterday. And why else would you want pictures? Why else would you say, show me more than 5 pictures of this dude that I was friends with for years and hung out with and made videos with and made songs with, make music videos with, did all this, went on tour together, you know, was on stage performing together. And this idiot just said, show me 5 pictures of us together. I got shit to do.